A quiet but fascinating shift is unfolding behind the scenes in Supercars, as respected engineer Ludo Lacroix steps away from a frontline team role and into a new chapter that reflects how much the category itself has changed. After 2 seasons as competition director, a role that also saw him deeply involved in race engineering, Lacroix's departure marked the end of an era shaped by creative technical freedom and bold innovation. Lacroix built his reputation during a time when clever design and outside-the-box thinking could deliver a decisive edge. He played a major part in powerhouse programs earlier in his career, helping shape championship success through technical imagination. But under the current tightly controlled rules, he openly admitted he felt less impactful. In a world where major components are standardized and development paths are restricted, the advantage now lies more in process, execution, and fine detail than in groundbreaking ideas. His exit from his previous team happened as Roland Dane stepped into a leadership role there, a twist given their complicated history. Years ago, their professional relationship ended on tense terms after a high-profile switch between rival operations. Time, however, has a way of cooling old rivalries. The two veterans have since reconnected with a shared sense of realism about the business. Dane has now brought Lacroix back into the fold in a part-time consultancy capacity, focused on behind-the-scenes support rather than traveling with the race squad. The role is deliberately low-profile, with Lacroix also balancing other motorsport projects. It reflects both his wealth of experience and the reality that the modern technical landscape demands a different kind of expertise. Even Dane acknowledges that the engineer's greatest strengths were forged in a more open era of competition, similar to shifts seen in other categories that have moved towards spec-style regulations. Practical factors also played a part in the change, including the daily demands of commuting and the desire for a more balanced workload. Meanwhile, the team itself is evolving, preparing for a new season with a fresh driver lineup and new technical partnerships forming across the manufacturer landscape. Ultimately, this story is less about conflict and more about adaptation. 2 seasoned figures in the sport have put the past aside, recognizing that experience still has value, even if the battlefield has changed. In a formula increasingly defined by precision over invention, Lacroix's journey highlights how even the sharpest minds must adjust when the rules of the game are rewritten.